Hello there everyone and welcome back to more Blood Bowl action. I want to say that was a really good success for me, even if my match against Malt was ultimately a tie. I can still feel pretty good about how that played out, although there was still a pretty realistic chance I could have still gotten the win if I had chosen to be a little more aggressive with my Noblar as opposed to use them to block an Elf or two. But even then, I don't think that would have given me too much long term, because that probably would mean a Nobblar would get the touchdown, and in all honesty, I want to avoid the Nobblar to level up in almost every circumstance, with the exception of course of possible Devils, maybe a stat up here or there, depending what it is. And in the case of my other Nobblar that leveled up, Torched, we got him self-kick. That is the decision I've made, and there are some interesting things I could probably do with this, although we are going to be running out of options for Devils if I get another roll like that, dang it. Because in all honesty, I want those rolls on my Ogres, since having a handful of block and potentially tackle on at least one of them is going to be amazing, if not incredibly hard to do, unless I can keep getting them level ups, which I'm hoping to do in my next match, as we're going to be doing something a little bit different, as I am going to be playing against an AI opponent, although alas, the High Elf choice was actually going to be Black Templar, but due to him still having issues with his laptop, he is still not able to get that fixed for a myriad of different reasons. The most recent one I'm aware of was the person who was looking after fixing that laptop for him ended up getting COVID at one point. And I think he may be able to get some news, might be able to get it fixed sometime next week, but alas, we cannot wait that long. And it could be to my fortune. We will see, but this team is without a doubt incredibly beaten up, with only a single blocker or single block piece, Blitzer, to worry about, and then a thrower who could make things a little bit uncomfortable for me if I try and stall out or at least deny him trying to get a touchdown, because again, the Nobblar are very easy to dodge through, and I'm pretty certain the AI is going to take full advantage of that when the situation warrants it. And another factor, of course, is the amount of team value, the inducements we have to worry about, and even though I could not get the perfect amount right off the bat, I think I have a good idea what to expect here, because I'm pretty certain the AI here that I've been using for preparation and of course getting my thumbnail all figured out, has decided to go with what? A Master Chef, a Bloodweiser Babe, and I think a Wandering Apothecary is another one that they're probably going to get. Although I should have set this as... I should not have set this AI, or at least... Well, I couldn't let them pick first to last, so we're just going to have to skip on through this, but it is going to be a different match, but it's by no means going to be easy, because after all, my Nobblar are going to be useless at slowing them down, my Ogres are going to rely very heavily on being able to get blocks on them, never mind injuries. So it remains to be seen if this is going to go well for me. And in this case, we denied the losing 2 reroll result. If they do take the Master Chef, I do worry heavily about the 3 rerolls being stolen. But at least I have a leader and have an extra reroll to at least give me something to work with. But due to the fact that I have 5 Ogres, I kind of need those rerolls to force them to cooperate and be able to put pressure on the AI, since the AI is not going to be the most competent at using its moves. One main one that I'm hoping to exploit is the fact that when they try and pick up the ball, the AI is not going to move with that player any further unless there's a very slim chance that they can get the touchdown right there and then. Then maybe they might dodge out or attempt to pass, I think. So I am going to be gambling on that a little bit to try and get some leverage to make up for potentially losing a lot of rerolls for this game, since I'm not going to have the control I'm going to want with my Ogres, and as a result I may have to play very cautious or at least very passively to minimize the amount of boneheads I might get. But with that said, let us get started. Either way, let's get this started, shall we? I already have a good idea what to expect, at least initially, but it's AI, they're gonna do all sorts of random nonsense. But let's see, Master Chef, and they got Dolfar, which I don't think is a terrible thing for me, it's just the fact that it's an extra player for him, isn't it? Which means they now have a reserve, even if he's potentially an easy kill or an easy injury. Hello there, Black Templar. welcome to the stream. I promise to leave all these elves in a bloody mess. To the best of my ability, especially since this is supposed to be your team. So I'm gonna go out of my way to even further hurt them, in your name. It's still a question of why you picked elves to begin with, but maybe you planned this all out to begin with. Perhaps you knew your laptop was not going to be functioning all that well, or is going to be a while waiting, and so you could sit on the sidelines while still picking said elves. And 2 rerolls. Probably the best I could hope for. I would love to see a 1 or a 0 there. I do dread getting the 3 rerolls stolen though. And now, I am wondering on formation, because I definitely want to get in their face to minimize the amount of blocks they can on me, as much as possible. And I don't think... Yeah, I do want to mitigate dodges, because the AI without a doubt should not put more elves in here, and never mind that it's going to use preset type of positions as well. And since I do have kick as well, I know where I'm going to put the ball. Hello there, Minotaur. Love the Minotaur even. You and Gladiator are probably going to be best friends with a name like that, huh? Although Gladiator needs to get on the stream for that. Yeah, I think I'll have my Noblar here. Just a little bit safer because I don't like the idea of being blitzed. And having a nice window for him. And I have Ogres on the flank for something. In all honesty, I would like to have 2 Ogres in the front or the line of scrimmage and then 4 to kind of protect my Noblar. That would be kind of dream of doing, or how I would like it. It's just very unrealistic in a lot of circumstances, because the 3rd Ogre is kind of important to keep them from surrounding and getting a bunch of free blocks on my side Ogres here. Well, that just means you can get yourself all ready for the next season, Black Templar, which may or may not be Blood Bowl 3. Safe to assume it's going to be another season of Blood Bowl 2, because we're going to be waiting a while before the official release of Blood Bowl 3. Unless we have access to a nice stable beta, which I don't think anyone, unless it has really positive reviews, I don't think anyone wants to play with just yet. But I was contemplating having my Ogres on the mid lines, and here's what I'm going to do. Where is my block Ogre? We're going to keep this the shallow kick, and we're going to try and aim it. Well, at least it's not going to go off the field, but keep as close to him as possible. Oh yeah, and they have diving catch, is it? Or it's kickoff return, that's what it is. Not that it really helped all that much. But if I can get within striking reach of that, that helps a lot. Okay, I could potentially get on the ball very easily. Alright, just was talking to Kitty there, who apparently is just now getting onto the PC there, so we may get a visit from her pretty soon. But yeah, let's see, I would like you to be a loner ideally. Let's see, you get the blitz, and thankfully, oh, you didn't reroll. Didn't even try to reroll. I'm a little surprised, but that works out well for me. Well, this is how you know Kitty is interested in Battle Brothers. She's asking me if I'm playing the Big Head game, or at least Battle Brothers. I'm gonna have to play more of that, and of course Demon Gate. That is the plan sometime over the weekend. I just haven't decided yet if I want to stream, well, not Demon Gate, but is it Chaos Gate, damn it? Oh, Demon Hunters, Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, or something like that, damn it. I'm getting confused, I'm getting the names mixed up. Otherwise, we got a bunch of free block opportunities. Sadly, my Noblars cannot take advantage of this. And I can't blitz, but sadly, there's no real window I can get at you. Not even with break tackle, because if Dolfar wasn't here, that would be a possible 2+ dodge to go in here. So we'll just keep it simple, I guess. Although you are armor 7, I would love to start with you. I just can't get a 3-die block, so we'll work on that later. And then, sadly, I'm probably going to just get 2-die blocks here as much as I want. Would like more 3-dies. Unfortunate start. But we'll make do. We still got plenty more punches. And it is an honest question. I can get assist here. I could get 2 more assists here, but that leaves it pretty vulnerable. Well, pretty open for him to just run right by me. Gotta be careful, especially if a bonehead here could suck terribly. There's our Powdo, and it's also the Blitzer, so you know what the dream is here. It is a stun, which is probably the best I could hope for, since that means they can't use block on one of my Nobblar next turn. I want to punch you, and then maybe we can punch someone here. It is going to leave a Nobblar exposed. Yeah, there's the bonehead. That's what I dread. So I'm probably going to dodge out with that said. And just mitigate their path a bit. Yeah, if they blitz here, that's a bit of trouble. I do have break tackle though, which will help to a limited extent. It's just the slow mobility is going to hurt me most with these ogres. Now, can I punch you? I'm probably going to use the reroll with that said for the bonehead if it triggers. Good. Those are hits I like to see. No armor break, but we're good there. And just in case they try to block the ogre, because they only need 1 more assist, we're going to keep you here a little. Hello there, kitty. Welcome to the stream. We were just talking about you. How you were looking forward to see more Battle Brothers. And, of course, the possibility of me streaming, what is it? Demon Hunters, or Chaos Gate Demon Hunters? I'm trying to remember what that's called off the top of my head, so I'm just going to check. Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, okay. I'm pretty certain I got that right there from my 50 attempts to pronounce the damn name of the game. Okay, I got the POW there. Sadly, it does give him a 1 die. But they're just going to dodge out, which I'm fine with. And we got a lot of punching opportunities. The big one I want is to knock down the ball carrier, because that's going to mess with the AI and their ability to actually move the ball up the field. So I can block here. I can get a 1 die block. I'm just worried. Oh, they have they only have 2 elves here, so it's possible I could get the guard piece here. Well, actually, the guard piece is kind of next to someone. I could surround him, that could be another option, but ideally I want this turn to knock him down. Ideally. Good POW there. It is only the loner, alas. But I'll take the knockout. And then, let's see, what? Yeah, sadly, not the most convenient number of moves to kind of get a blitz on him and even get a 1 die block. So I think I play cautious instead and just deny the elves that are in my backfield. I think it's the plan. No way I can get a 3 die block on you. Not without an excessive amount of players. And that's going to give me... That'll give me a 1 die, and then 1 more allows me to block him with the Nobblar. I'm just trying to think how to best use my rerolls. Because ideally I want to use my rerolls for boneheads to try and keep the pressure up. And you are probably going to be the one I blitz. Just the question, is it even worth... Is it... Who's the best blitz target? Because both of them are loners, so it's not like I have a high priority. But yeah, I think I blitz with you, then get the 2 die here. Oh, at least I'll try that. Didn't really want to reroll that, but... Good thing for the 3-die, because if I chance blocking there, that would have sucked. Or even with the 2-die Noblar block. Yeah, and I also want to deal with Dolphin. Yeah, I don't have enough muscle to take out both these guys. So I probably am just going to dodge out here. Move one Noblar, that gives me 1 assist. Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, and then I need to do a go for it, so... Probably not the way I envisioned it. Would like it, because this is a 1-die here, but... Unless I leave this very vulnerable, which in all honesty may not be too terrible, because I have 2 break tackle pieces. Yeah, I get my 2-die block, but this is vulnerable, I don't like it. And you are valuable because you are one of the main players, but... Oh well. And I should punch you because you have a niggling injury, don't you? Even though he's the bigger threat. We'll see what happens. Niggle niggle! Injury! We got ourselves an ogre level. 1 down. Can we get 1 more? Because we have a few that are relatively close. That require only an injury. Ideally. And I get 2-die block here. Okay, that elf is down, good. And then what do we do with this lone wolf here who might try and make a run for it? And we have 3 seconds. Oh, snake eyes! At least it's the end of the turn, so I can't complain. And not really a useful... It wouldn't have been a very good position for my Noblar anyway. And he survived. Probably the best snake eyes I could honestly ask for. But I am worried about them just blitzing through here, making some shenaniganry. But I have 2 break tackles. I can easily fall back if needed. Now, where do I sidestep to make this awkward? Because, yeah, they're just going to move through here. Oh. Okay, only a stun. So he's a little bit of a roadblock. Let's see, we have 2 of their players out, so they are... Then with the knockout, they may be down players for if they... I can kind of trick them to touchdown in the next turn or 2. Unless I could somehow deny the touchdown altogether, which, okay. This works for me. Perfect window to bash him. I would love a 3-die block to kind of encourage the odds. So 1 assist here. 1 possible assist with a Noblar, if he can get up here. And then, who does the blitz? Probably the ogre here. There's 3 chances of a failed roll, though. And actually, I can actually do a block here, 2-die block. I should do that before I do anything with my other Noblars. It's just a question, do I care about any of them getting injury? That's the one thing I was wondering. Is it worth getting another Noblar level or just keep feeding SPP to one that's actually got promise? So we have a 3-die opportunity there. We're going to take the block. Unfortunate, but if I can knock you down, that helps me so much here. Due to how the AI behaves. Beautiful. Now we just gotta hope the scatter doesn't go to the player. Knockout, good, good. Where's the ball go? And I do have break tackle. And the reason why I like that is because if they pick up the ball and stand there, I just immediately punch them with an ogre. With a possible blitz afterwards should it fail. And I do have break tackle. But I can get a 3-die block here. I do really want a player on the ball here. I have the reroll. Okay, that was a 2. That was scary for a moment. It was almost another snake eye. And then we can get another 3-die block here. And now let's start getting our ogres up here in preparation for baiting the ball. Putting some nice seasoning on it and hope the elves take the bait. And you're a blitzer, so I don't need to tell you what I want from you. Nothing but gory death. No armor break. But let's see. We can get more players on the ball, make it more difficult to pick up. And have 2 rerolls left. Let's keep that in mind because I really want to feed more SPP to my ogres. So getting them to touchdown would be ideal if it's at all possible. But the main strategy here is because now they don't have the ball. Normally, the AI likes, even if they do pick up the ball, they like to just stand there and let themselves get punched. So I'm kind of using that against the AI a bit. And if I can get a window to pick it up, that'll be nice. Okay, failed pickup. Since that would have been a 4+, they have 5 rerolls, so it wouldn't surprise me that they're using it. And thankfully, the loner reroll burnt their pickup, their successful pickup. And now we have a window where we could just straight up punch. And I already got you leveled up. I would like to punch with you, and we can get a 3-die block. I could punch with a Nobbler even, although that may not be the best idea. Let's see. Another POW, I love it. A foul is definitely an option, but I like you away from the ball. To keep things from being complicated. And then we have 2 Nobbler to get a 3-die block up here. Oh no, we don't get a 3-die block because you're standing the friggin' way. How do we fix that? Punching elves is how we fix that, right? Ah, he lives. Although I probably shouldn't have pushed him there, because that's just an extra dodge I'm going to have to make. Although the AI likes to bug out for knockdown players too, so I should probably use that to my advantage. Yeah, might as well just blitz. This is the safest type of roll I can get because he has block. We get the knockdown. I can get a 3-die block now with one of my ogres. Alas, no injury. And now we have 2 ogres left. Let's get you off the ball. Now this is the part that scares me most. Can I pick up the ball? Because if it scatters in a very awkward spot, that hurts a lot for any preceding turns I might have. Well, there goes a 1 and a 2, so that would have been a bonehead potential and a failed pickup right afterwards. That's 3, so come on, another 50-50. Failed pickup, but it's still in a good spot. But I only have 1 reroll left, and then I'm going to have to consider giving it... Well, we do have an injured elf. I think it's a loner. No, it's just an actual player. And let's see, they already had niggling. They got injured because of niggling, primarily. But we're still early. There is still plenty of blocks left to be had. I just have 1 more reroll available to me to try and pick up the ball, though. At least with an ogre. Okay, are you going to take it? Well, he survives. I think we prefer to see the elf on the ground, but I'll take it. And you're the blitz... Oh, you're the thrower. I would like to kill you at some point, but you're kind of in a bad spot for me to try and do that. Now, can I get a 3-die block here? Because then I would love to blitz you with the block piece. I can. It requires a single dodge, though. And it'd probably be better to go up here. Okay, it's a single dodge here too. And then I could just blitz you with my block piece. Hopefully. Ah, he's still alive, so that makes things awkward. Can I get one more assist? Because the awkward part is if I don't pick up this ball. That's the concern right now. So without a doubt, I keep an ogre next to it to immediately punch any AI that comes and grabs it. I'll take this 3 die. We'll punch you, hopefully injure you. And then we'll try again with the pickup. Yeah, an Ashbringer here might be the best one for the ball because of his break tackle shenaniganry. Good. Armor 7. Are you gonna die? Knockout. It's close. It's progress. It's less Elves to concern myself with. Now, where do I put you? Because if I do pick up the ball, well, I probably am going to stand next to these Noblards to force a red dice block. But if I fail to pick it up, I don't know where exactly the ball is going to go. So, another 75% chance, so if I did my math right, is that close to 91? To pick it up after 2 turns of trying to get it? Nope, another failed pickup there. 2 ogres this time. But now, we're kind of forced to let a Noblar grab it, and that's not going to suit me well. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the math in my head. I think that's somewhere around 92% chance of getting the ball at this point. Failed to pick up. Okay, so we could just punch him because the AI is going to stand there. So, from what I'm understanding, this is really close to have been a 96% chance to have gotten the ball after those 2 turns. So, the rolls have not been very impressive, and it begs the question if I want to try grab it again with an ogre, because now I'm getting surrounded by elves, and I don't know if Bonehead's gonna strike and ruin my opportunities to try and move up. Pow on the Noblar. 1 knockout, that's fine. I still got 1 more in reserve. Now, I do have 2 ogres at least. No real chance for a 3-die block, I think. Let's see, 1 assist here, 1 assist here, so I could get a 3-die block. It's 50, yeah, it's 50-50 4 times, so it's 75% chance of getting it with 2 rolls, 87% chance with 3 rolls, and then it should be like 94, 92, somewhere roughly around there. 4 times at 50-50 basically, diminishing return kind of stuff. So unfortunate rolls there so far. And it makes me wonder if I want to chance it again. But we can get 3-die blocks. I think I should worry more about getting the ball, because my main strategy is to knock down the ball carrier, and that way the AI will glitch out, just pick it up and standing next to me when he tries to pick it up again. Even if I do fail to get the ball. Unfortunate bonehead there. That misses out on another potential. Oh, do I get another 3-die block? Yeah. Not in a good direction though. And I do have break tackle with you, but this is a bad case situation. Because they both boneheaded, they're not exerting tackle zones anymore. We have an ogre to punch you. Yeah, we have a lot of opportunities to punch, but you're also a priority. So, what am I realistically thinking? If I can knock you down, that doesn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could punch the blitzer, surround him. That doesn't help much, though. We do have two. Yeah, he is surrounded by Noblar, but again, 2+ dodges, not all that impressive. And if I punch, let's see, I punch you, that gets me forward. How much do I want to gamble on the break tackle? Because he's still the more valuable player. Okay, knockdown there. Not going to follow up. We're going to try and use my other ogre to just blitz. And that is sadly a go for it, and there's not a good opportunity for a 3-eye block. And third, bonehead. This is going to make this awkward. That probably just ruined my chance to gain a touchdown now. But what can we do here? There's no one in scoring range, so I don't think the AI is going to try to pass yet. But I do want to keep him from going this way, or at least mitigate the AI's intentions of going this way. Now, next turn he might try a pass, since they're within reach, but that's hope. Yeah, and I'm only gonna have the blitz to try and knock him down. Alright, so you blitz the Noblar, that's fine. So you're just gonna straight dodge out, I believe. And they have the reroll to justify it too. It's just a question of how does the AI prioritize its certain moves. Because there goes the reroll. And that's just a push. And it doesn't really free him up a bit. Now, will you dodge? No, he's just going to block. That gives me another opportunity for a blitz and then a follow-up block at least. Let's see, there's no elf. Okay, there is an elf there. I can get a 3-die block here easily enough. I just gotta activate an ogre. Or better yet, just use a Noblar to deny assist so I can punch with those ogres later. Priority is to knock you down. There's the POW. Sadly, I'm gonna... Yeah, sadly, how do I follow up this turn? Since I don't think I have much of a choice but to let a Noblar grab the ball and then maybe hand off, or at least throw. Handing off is a little more reliable though. Which means we'll try and have you close enough to maybe touchdown. So long as I have the ball, maybe that'll mitigate them actually touching down, if they even try it. And we have no assists. 1 assist, but I want this Noblar to grab, so 3 and then 2 here. And I'm gonna have to do a go for it no matter what, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a go for it regardless. So I might as well risk the go for it when I know they can't touch down. So good thing for block. He's still alive. Unfortunate. I was gonna say, if that was a knockdown, I could have got a 3-die block here. Oh, and I still have a blitz. Not that I could have really done it, I had a bunch of Elves to punch. Alright, let's see if we can get the ball. Another one. Sadly now it's still possible for a touchdown, but it's 2 go for it, I think. Assuming he doesn't get blitzed down. But the pickups have been abysmal so far. Will we be able to capitalize on the armor breaks, though, for the second half? So he's alive. And I could use sidestep to make this really much more likely to touchdown, but that's a lot to ask because the next block, of course, is the blitzer. Okay, I survived. Okay, I just want to make sure there was actually someone there. Alright, there is a very realistic chance now of getting a touchdown without a go for it. Again, my ball handling skills are abysmal, so that would suggest it's probably not going to happen, let's be honest. And I would love a 3-eye block, but just blocking you is much more reliable. There, I'm not going to follow up. Okay, thrower is knocked out. The less of them there are, the more easier it is for me to get 3-eye blocks, which in turn hopefully means more injuries. And that's a 3-eye block there, I will happily take that. Unfortunate, but at least it denies the dodge on the Nobblar. And then we'll chance a 3-eye block here, although even then, it's probably better odds to just dodge in and do the handoff, isn't it? But at least if I bonehead, that's not the end of the world. He survives. Still only a single dodge. Just very uneventful turn and no go for it. One more chance at the Ogre catch. Do we finally get it? Nope. So that was 5 attempts there of the pickup. What are the statistics? And never mind. I'm not even including the Nobblar pickup. Let's keep that in mind too. So let's see. 2 rolls. That's a 75% chance. 3. That is 87.5. Again. See. That's like 87.75, I think, or 97, or no, not 97, it's 93, 92.75, somewhere roughly around there, dang it. And then one more. That is slightly lower odds than a Snake Eyes right there. 3.125% chance to have not gotten the ball at this point. After all those pickups. Fancy. And again, that's not even including the Nobblar pickup. Alright. So, even though I have the offensive drive, still I need to kind of rely on Ogre to pick up the damn ball. So that way, they don't just knock down my Nobblar with the easiest 2 3-eye blocks, even with a cage. I still have the chance trying to pick up with the Ogre. Where I want to or not. Because it's honestly the best choice for me. You think you're being triggered by Ogre PTSD, Blonde Cow, huh? Like, this is definitely a bit of a mess. Because that was all but a guaranteed touchdown in so many other circumstances. And hell, if I had tried with the Nobblar, honestly, I didn't pay that much attention for the rolls. Were they still all 1s and 2s with the Nobblar has still failed to pick it up? I know one of them was at least a 3, I think. Either way, amusing. And I only lost 2 rerolls, so we're still good there. Let's give this another try. I didn't even pay attention how many got knocked out. So what, 2 of them recovered? High kick. Let's start subtracting his chances even further, guys. It was snake eyes before. Oh. Well, clearly that was the problem all along. He tried to pick up the ball, not catch it when it was above him. Well, now I'm honestly contemplating doing a really fast touchdown, and then, if I could do enough damage to him, try and get a second touchdown on the next kickoff. But let's see how these guys cooperate. Not very well. Let's see. So I no longer have an assist there. I kind of... I think I kind of want to blitz you, and then this ogre can punch you over here, and then I can start making sort of a cage on the left side. And you have guard. So actually I would have two ogres stuck here. That doesn't really do me much favors, unless I want to punch you. Snake eyes there. Alright, so we're going to have to start preparing my formation for the preceding turn. I do have an ogre with the balls, so it's going to be incredibly difficult for him to get on or knock him down. I just got to keep a formation going, which is going to be tricky. Now, do we get bonehead number 3? Alright, now let's actually knock some players down. Sadly not the case here, but... do I want to follow? I think I kind of do. Well, actually, considering how bad this is going so far, maybe I don't. Unless I knock you down. Nope. The Elves get away pretty freely for this kickoff. At least so far. It is still early. They only have 9 players too. And it's an interesting question on how the Elves are going to position themselves. Without a doubt they're going to want to play with the Noblar. But the Noblar, in theory, should be able to easily dodge out. These rolls kind of suggest that may not happen though. So we got to prepare for that eventuality. Now, there's the blitz. Get next to an ogre. Yes, get next to the ogre and then I can punch you. Because you're the biggest threat to my team, just because you're the only one that has the block skill. And conveniently, he's next to my block player. Okay, hell, I only have to blitz this one guy out and then I have the easiest move through. But we gotta actually have an ogre that knows what they're doing first. Another push, sadly. And I want to have some ogres for a potential cage. And do I 3-die block you? I'd rather have the ogres in front rather than the Noblar though. Because at least that way it's a little bit easier to make a breakaway. No dodges, there we go. And then I'll have one move left over. We'll leave it there. I'm just gonna... that's why I held on to that reroll. Another snake, guys. Because at the very least I can... that's a go for it, alas. But let's see. Oh, I didn't notice there was a Noblar there. Alright, so they might be able to get on the ogre. Probably not very well, though. And if they punch the Nobbler, that at least ties up a few of their players too. But at least we got the ball up the field. It just hurt my window to actually get a nice solid position to get around them, though. Another Nobbler is out. Did anyone even notice? Well, I will start to notice when my numbers advantage starts to go away. And you don't have block? Well, that's convenient, sort of. It does limit the amount of elves they bring over here. So let's see, how many boneheads this time? There, you're down. I think I'll follow. Knockouts, so... I regret following now, because I would like you to join and start blitzing these bastards for me. And now we're just gonna try... Can I... No 3-die, but I can get a 2-die block. And that will allow me to chain push and then blitz out. I do want to be mindful on if I still want to rush forward or just focus on denying assist, though. Because I blitz you. As much as I would like to just run and get as quick a touchdown as possible, it's really easy for him to just knock down my ogre. I have very little ability to move and protect them. Yeah, sadly can't get a 3-die assist there. As much as I would like to. And another push. Now it's 1 and you have 1 more space left to move. You do not have break tackle. Yeah, because what I'm expecting to happen, if I try to go for a really fast touchdown, these guys can easily dodge. There's enough elves there for a 2-die block. So I don't think I have the convenience I want, so we'll just let them come to us and continue hurting them more. Maybe I'll rely on the possible injuries to get me some SPP, as opposed to touchdowns, which is not really a reliable strategy, let's be honest. But sadly, the one that the Ogres kind of rely on the most if they want to win matches is kind of win through raw attrition. Now, I could foul you, but I like my numbers advantage, dang it. Although we're no longer having a numbers advantage, let's be honest. They took out 2 of my Nobblers so far. Well, we may still have a slight advantage, only slight. And yeah, stand next to me, free punches, more chances of injuries. Sadly, they're all bloners, though. And Nobbler survives. Which... Is it possible to get a Nobbler block here? Not with this one guy, though. Now, the big question. I think I block with the guard piece. And then, can I have these 2 ogres up here for a possible touchdown next turn? Because that at least should deny any white dice, especially if I knock down an elf. And then blitz another one down, if I'm so lucky. And sadly, this guy is denying me a 3-die block. If I want to blitz anyone, I want to blitz one of these 2. So we're just going to use you for a 3-die. Then do multiple dodges. Although really I should have just dodged with the Nobbler. That would have been a single dodge, but I want to try for a chance for maybe a 2-die block here. Alright, he's down. Now I got my 3-die block. Dice are now cooperating, but we still need armor breaks. I think I'd rather go here. It's a little bit It can't blitz them if I go over here, because I want the Ogre to kind of force some red dice. And then I'll just use the Nobbler to kind of deny assist down south, maybe. How far can you go? 1, 2, 4, 5. So you can deny assist down below easily enough. And he does have break tackle. 3, 4, 5. We'll try here. So that'll potentially deny assist down there. We try a blitz there. And that should, in theory, give me one more point of movement to go here. Oh no, I was probably playing for right here. 3, 4. I'll be able to go right here unless they go for it. So we'll save that for last. Which, really, there's not much else I want to do anyway. So let's see. Can we punch you and hurt you? Good. Actually, this works even better. They get an easy blitz on me, but we have Nobblers to kind of fill in the gap. Not the kind of dodges I want to do. And let's see. Oh, Elf there. Probably a good idea, but I like the idea of not chancing a Sergeant Grimm moment here, where they just red dice down my Ogre. Besides, the fouls don't get me anything anyway in terms of SPP, so I'm not too concerned about that. And sadly, I'm going to have 3 turns left, which is very unlikely I'm going to get a second touchdown. So if there's a lot of block opportunities, I might as well just prioritize that. Because the AI could still very easily get a touchdown, especially if these 3 players recover and wake up. Hopefully you follow up for me. He does get the power lass. And, excuse me, and he's good. So what am I thinking here? Just get the Nobbler to deny assists, or worry about moving him up after I block, and see if that's a good choice or not. That's all I care about, just deny the assists. And any 3-die block opportunities, we blitz you. We can block these guys easily enough. Both of them are loners, so sadly not valuable. Got the bonehead out of the way. Oh, you're marking one, so we'll try to punch. Well, there goes our reroll. We have 1 left for a possible bonehead, denying a touchdown. And with that said, let's see, does he get the bonehead? Okay, that makes me feel better about doing this blitz now. We still... Well, actually, we don't deny the red dice with that said, unless they can get another player up there. They could still get a 1-die block. And you can stay over there for all I care. Although, without a doubt, I should try for the touchdown next turn. Because, of course, too much risk to try and wait until the final turn. So they're going to go for the red dice. And fail to go for it, so is this a reroll? Succeed to go for it. And it's only a push. Now, get a Nobbler to assist, blitz, and then that's an easy touchdown, isn't it? Unless we get Snake Eyes here. which isn't the case. Oh yeah, I forgot he was boneheaded. Oh well. Let's see, injury? No injury. Now, I did blitz. There is an elf to punch here. And I can get a 3-die block. I'm burning all my good rolls, I suppose. But we'll see what happens. Okay. As much as I would like to punch him, we're going to save that for this. There we go. A lot of the game trying to deny me this, but we got our second ogre level up. Now, the big scare, of course, is the elves do have the possibility of still touching down, and a victory is definitely really important to help ensure my place in the playoffs, but ultimately getting 2 ogre level ups is still good, but we are lacking injuries. And I still have my kick Noblar. So I think what I'm going to do is just focus on defending the right side for said kick. There is still a slim chance I can get another touchdown, it's just not with an ogre, is it? Maybe if I do a bunch of go-for-its. And honestly, a touchdown with a Noblar is not really worth it anyway. So I should chance having at least one ogre go forth and push their way forward. Is what I'm thinking, but it's a question if I have enough space to kind of get through without dodging. Nice narrow kick. I don't want to risk the touchback though. Okay, they get another reroll, which is funny because I don't think they have any fan factor at all. And yeah, it's another 1 roll, which there's a 1 I can live with. So is he going to pick up the ball and stand there? Probably. Which means I have to burn my blitz on him as opposed to freeing an ogre. Take the push. So, idea to at least ensure that they don't touch down, this ball carrier needs to fall down. So, 1, 2. And sadly I would need to do 2 go-for-its because this one elf's in the way. And 1 go-for-it there, so it's not reliable to depend on my block piece. Which probably would have meant I should have put him here instead. But yeah, I just need to push you out of the way. We get more than that. No chance of a 3-die block, is there? I can assist here and assist here. Yeah, assuming I knock him down, it's actually possible. Oh, and I have the guard piece to almost ensure it anyway. It's just the bonehead we have to be mindful of. Yeah, we can get a Noblar up there. Get a Noblar deny here. Actually, I would like my block piece there, if it'll let him. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you would have to go for it if I want to do what I want to do. So there's our 3-die block. Priority is to just knock them down. That should mess with the AI's behavior a bit. I would even seriously consider both down just to make sure they didn't have the ball. And you're the only one who could possibly touch down. And let's see. The AI, if it's within reach of a touchdown, might seriously consider doing the pass. Normally, though, it should just stand there. 4, 5. I need to do 1 more go for it. Very unlikely, but that was probably poor planning on my part, really. Because I would like to have someone standing there. And Noblar can easily go dodge in, have another Noblar there. And that's at least 2 negative modifiers. And we'll just have a Noblar tie you up. You'll be more inclined to punch than anything else, and then maybe that'll affect if the AI even tries for a touchdown here. Okay, that's an acceptable outcome. Now the only problem is, unless I scatter the ball a decent spot, I'm probably not going to pick it up anyway. Never mind all these other plans. Because yeah, I would have to blitz him and then I have really no way to knock him out. Okay, that's decent. It hurts the modifier a bit. Now he should stand there. Can I get a blitz opportunity on him though? Because I have a block piece here, I have break tackle. Okay, that makes it a little bit easier. That makes it much easier. No 3 dice, so let's fix that. If I don't get the ball, then they're probably going to touch down. Or at least attempt it. Although, it's still go for it and everything, right? So we'll just encourage them to punch Noblar instead. Good pow. We're long overdue for injury, alas. But not much we could do about that. And we do get a 3-die block here. I would like to block with you. I want to blitz with the block piece, because it's most important that we knock him down than anything else, but if he doesn't fall down, then that complicates things. That really complicates things. If I can't knock him down. Alright. Probably the smarter choice. So we have 1 assist here. Get 1 more, and then it's just a question if we get the bonehead or not. Okay, so if we knock him down, we're golden. Unfortunately, no. We could still get a 1-die block, and I'll accept a bolt down. We could still get a 1-die block. Probably should have pushed him up. It wouldn't have made much of a difference, honestly. Still alive, alas, so now we have to prepare for a possible interception. In all honesty, I just have to block their path for these guys, and I can at least negate one of them not being able... Well, they would dodge through, let's be honest. It might be better to just chance them both blocking the Noblar. We tried for a touchdown, we tried to knock him down, and alas, we only got 1 injury for our efforts. And now the AI is calculating its touchdown route, is it? Because this is the most likely one, but of course with Noblar in the way, he might be tempted to block. Oh, there's the unfortunate POW right there. Injury there. What do we get? He's fine. Okay, so now it's just this one here, which not only is that an intercept chance, a penalty to catch, and okay, we win. I can live with that. It's just a shame. Due to, the Ogre's main strength being the wins through raw attrition by hurting players, we did get a decent amount of knockouts. I just can't remember how many got up, though. But that's their main gimmick, is to be able to hurt players. We did get a touchdown, we got 2 level ups. So at least we are gaining something there with any possible MVPs for a level up. MVP there, MVP there. You would be close. Not as exciting as it could have been, alas. But a lot of those dice were working against me too. Quite heavily at that. So Noblar got the MVP and I have no idea what my winnings are at the moment. But we can easily check that before I validate. Oh, that's not what I want. Yeah, where are you? Oh, that's not what I want either, dang it. I wanted to check what the winnings are so I know if I have to reroll that. A 3. I will attempt to reroll that, although we'll see if the AI actually works as it should. Or at least the server, because sometimes when you add a new result that doesn't help, or it doesn't actually apply, I think. But that could be more friendly games I'm thinking of. Another 3, so I'll leave it there. So we'll validate that, enjoy our level ups. At least what we got. Actually, we got a 3rd level up, didn't we? Even though one's on a Noblar I don't care for. Well, I'm sorry to say there, Roger. We got ourselves a 6 Ogre. We'll leave that be for now, and watch my team value skyrocket. Now, we do have 3 levels, so we'll see if the Noblar is useful or not. Well, this is amusing. This is very amusing. I smell more of a dirty player than anything else, because now that I have my 6 Ogre, I'm going to have 3 reserve players and I might get 1 more Noblar. So that is interesting. Now, what do we have for you? Let's see, you are a break tackle if I remember correctly. Yeah, you are a break tackle piece, so I honestly don't know what synergizes well with break tackle. I'm thinking guard, but mobility is probably your greatest strength, and I'm wondering what would be good for that. And what about our new one here? What do you get? Well, 2 block ogres you can't say no to. Sorry, Roger. I'm probably not going to take the strength up on the Noblar because that's a ridiculous bloat for something that's not really helpful for me. It's just an honest question, what do I get for our Ogre though? That's what I'm going to have to think on a bit. And of course, again, I'm probably thinking dirty player for our 1 Noblar here, but due to the bloat, I'm more inclined to just get rid of them. But dirty player can be useful with my reserve now. So we'll leave it at that. A very underwhelming match, I would argue, but very amazing level up rolls to kind of counteract it. I don't know which I'm losing my words. I'm not sure which we would prefer. But either way, thank you everyone for tuning in. I will see you next time.